Sorry, I had to cough a little bit, but all right. See what? See, that's the problem. Give me a second. This thing gave me the wrong thing for it. Why did it do that? Give me the video details real quick. Yeah, why did it give me this one when I gave it the other thing? That's the problem. Alright, here's my thing. Give me a thumbnail, change it. There we go. Should have been that in the first place. I don't know why it did that to me. That's what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna have that up there and wait till it fully gets itself straight. Alright, give me a second. There we go, perfect. Alright. There we go. Alright. Alright, oh, my bad, I forgot to have the thing up there. Okay. There we go. Hey, welcome, Felbright. How you doing, man? How you doing, man? How you doing? But yeah, now we're doing this game. Now look, man, I've done Danganronpa 1, 2, 3. I have never just done it on the YouTube stream, but I've done it on the Twitch stream. So what else am I trying to fix? I'll try to fix the daggone, what you call it? The, let me explain it to you real quick. Let me explain it to you real quick. So I'll try to fix the thumbnail. Here's the problem with the thumbnail at first. The thumbnail at first is by Rumble. I put Kill Cure in the thing, right? When I put the the thumbnail in there, it put my Rumble back up here. Then I had to switch that back on the thumbnail, and I had to wait for that to slowly get it stay working. That was being dumb. So luckily I fixed that. And one other thing I got to do while I'm at it is put some tags in here. Because if I don't, no one's going to know about the game. So, yeah. I'm just going to put one of the names now. Because I ain't going to lie. Let's go about that. But yeah, now. Oh crap, didn't mean to hit that multiple times. But it's naturally just going to do that. Alright, so I will say this. There's probably going to be some different things with it. So yeah, it's gonna do that sometimes. And I have it a little bit down. Okay, maybe I have that thing, but okay, we balling. You know, at this point, just have it there at this point. Can I confirm it? Like, can I confirm it? Like I hit this. I hit the mouse. Escape then. Does it stay though? Okay. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Just don't have confirmed there. Just have escape for return. Don't even have confirmed up there. Because it's not confirming anything. I just have to hit escape and that's what it works with. Like, what are we doing? Alright, anyway. What I was gonna say is this though, chat. What I'm going to say is this, though. This game's like a Danganronpa game. If you like Danganronpa, go for it. This game, Eden's Garden, is up here. Up on watch. But I have to wait on Eden's Garden because I've only did Prologue and Chapter 1. That's the most I can do. Kill Cure, I'll do the best I can with this. Until it hits 6:30 or 7 for me. So, we got 3 hours of this game that I'm probably going to do. 3 hour-ish of the game I might do. So, yeah, we're going to definitely be doing this, and we'll see how it goes. We'll see if I like Eden's Garden or this more. And go from there. And I'll probably rate the characters as well. No, that stuff. And, oh, yeah, that's supposed to... Oh, yeah, by the way. Let me hit this. Okay. And, there we go. And by the way, just so I can explain, I will also do, the Grey Ace Attorney stuff because why did it go away? I don't know why it went away. That could stay because I need that for later. And also on top of that, I will need to get the Ace Attorney tier list thing on. Okay, remember. Hold up. And I need to go back here. When I go back up here, I gotta change some of these things a little later down the lines because at the moment I haven't got a chance to do all of them. Some of them are just iffy. Like I gotta do this one, this one, this one. I gotta do probably him. I gotta do him, and her probably. I haven't seen that yet, so I'm assuming this will be around when this random other trial comes. 'Cause I've seen this dude before, but I gotta do that later. So anyway, yeah, gotta do all that other good stuff. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the game. And oh yeah, by the way, yeah, so keep in mind, around 6:30 or 7 p.m. Eastern Time Zone, I will be doing my own Rumble. So I will probably stop this way beforehand or ahead of schedule. Let me see how that goes. So, let's ball. And will I voice act? Probably will. But if it gets to a point where my voice feels like crap. But yeah, I'll try my best to voice act as many characters as I can. If I cannot voice act them that great, you guess you have to deal with the L on that one. Now, maybe, I'll say that, maybe, when it comes down to the lines, I will ask someone to help me out along with this. So I'm gonna say this though: if y'all would like to be a voice actor for like the thing, just in case people like voice acting characters, and you would like to join it, whenever certain time, we got to figure out a schedule for that. Obviously, we can go from there. But if you would like to, please let me know. I will gladly like to see that because it might make out more variety to voice acting. So anyway, we ballins though. I just got here. Can I not just be here without getting, jumped by, I don't know, a bear? Now, what are you, a monkey or something? Like, what are we doing here? And no, that's not being racist. That's literally what it kind of looks like, but with the big nails. At this point, Nate's got it.
You are a shallow, impotent little creature.
Okay.
Incapable of humility or introspection.
So that's I'm sorry to burst your parade. Anything else you look at? Am I good on this? Perfect. Seems good to me. All right. Just take me out of here, please.
Your envy, spite, and deceit are matched only by your cowardice, your ignorance, your attention-seeking.
Who are you talking about? Who is the person you're talking about? It ain't me. I'm not even a coward. Like, literally, I'm not even ignorant. I mean, look, I saw that like Mark or something, then I'd be ignorant. That's different. Attention seeking, I would be attention seeking, but you got that though. I ain't mess with that. But I will say I have envy though, a little bit of envy for some other people. So hey, can't be mad about that.
Your life is defined by superficial relationships and uninspired dreams. All of which will slowly wither away under your own self-importance.
So should I act like a self-important person or something? To be kind of thumping though, but should I act like a self-important person?
What do you mean I'm being unnecessarily cruel? Oh, this is how I speak to all of my clients.
Oh, you just speak to everyone like that. Okay, perfect. Works for me then.
Then why the hell are you if you don't want to listen to my gracious advice?
I mean, I'm kind of in the game, so kind of have no choice.
Ah, I see. That killing game story. I remember. I doubt there's much therapeutic merit in allowing you to bear witness to what can only be described as a massacre.
Hey, I don't know how I feel about you saying bear witness, because I think about bear, I think about Monokuma. But hey, you got that.
Nevertheless, I have never been one to deny a client's request.
Okay, I wonder who it is. And I wonder who the main character is.
Very well then. I will give you what you see.
It's kind of like saying tee hee 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 instead of chi chi chi, but okay.
Don't be misled by my boorishness. This tale does hold a very personal significance for me.
Okay.
It was the day that I realized the futility of words, the price of ambition, and the cruel inconsequence of death.
Okay, good enough. Funny thing is, at first when I heard the voice, I thought it was like Agatha from Dark Deception, but older. Maybe that's what I was thinking. Hey. That man being Monokuma, or we talk about some other. Actually, no, I wouldn't make no sense if it was Monokuma at this point.
I
It's a man.
that by the end of this journey, you too will be able to separate the fragility of illusion.
Mm-hmm.
Let's begin then. A tragedy that sings of virtue and vice, of solitude and sorrow, of the beautiful and the hideous.
Okay.
Like many such tales, this one begins with the dull and incessant monologuing of an
Okay. I'm just talking in a regular voice and then until I figure out what's happening. So anyway, I can't believe it. No, I don't want to believe it. Not the voice coming out of the speaker, not the bright lines of text flickering in and out, and certainly not the hastily taken mugshot of a cold, undisciplined expression, frozen in time for all to see. Breaking news. Why does this look like if it was like Makoto's mom? If it's like, come on, like Kaboru Naegi was like, if she had a mom or something. That's all I can say. Or to someone that's related to her. But breaking news.
Tokugawa Academy headmaster Hiroharu Yotsuka was arrested in Otsu last Saturday on manslaughter charges.
They got voice acted, so I don't have to voice act? If that's the case, yippee! The entire time. I love that. Makes our job easy.
According to the Shiga Prefectural Police Department, the 46-year-old researcher was accused of endangering his students during a secretive experiment.
Mm-hmm.
Yotsuka reportedly forced students to participate in dangerous tests to maintain their scholarships.
Makes sense.
The most recent of which resulted in several injuries and one death.
Oh, it's on Reddit. Fine. Reddit be fine.
He has pleaded not guilty to 1 count of manslaughter and 2 counts of reckless endangerment. The trial will be held on.
This can't be it. So I'm assuming this is the main character. Maybe.
What am I supposed to do now? All those promises you made, those speeches, those empty platitudes about virtue, was all of that for nothing? I know I didn't work hard enough. I know I haven't been the best.
Mm-hmm.
I really thought that you were going to pull through for me, and I would finally have something to work towards.
Oh, well, right now you're not gonna work towards that.
This can't be the end.
And you'll be fine. They'll probably do some nonsense.
Please. Please don't let this be the end. I want to be. I have to be.
The very best that no one ever was. Hey, if you could do that, hey, that works out for me.
I
You
need to be an ultimate.
need to be an ultimate, brother. There's a lot of people that weren't ultimates, but they were still doing their thing. Or someone that has some nonsense like ultimate lucky student. Yeah, no one want that. Unless you're Makoto and then there go Nagito. But hey, Nagito got it though.
So, this is the end of the light for you. And here, I thought I'd be looking forward to this day. But even with everything I've done, it still wasn't enough. I was betrayed once again. I was so involved that I ended up showing
Sorry, I had slept around 5 or something, and then I woke up around I think 11 or 12 or something, just to see that My Road to Rumble thing, to get that text and stuff. So yeah.
this time will be the last. Have fun.
I can't tell if it's she's saying this from a weird different other perspective, or they are in it saying from this perspective, or Him and her are just talking it out or something, just duking it out. I don't know at this point.
The future, they will be the key.
I can't tell at this point because it's not like they're telling me, oh, showing me, oh, they're around here or something. Yeah, I can't even see what I'm about to say. I don't even know what I'm talking about.
They will be taught the true meaning of vice, and the rest of the world will submit to us. I'll begin with the person you value most. Enjoy the show, Mr. Predecessor.
If that's what he is, then it's stuff. Prison, where no voice can reach. Well, he's in anyway, so he'll be alright. My head. It's like it's about to explode. It's so dark, my eyes feel like they're on fire. Painfully agonizingly, I open them. Pause, but hey, you got that? Actually, I can't say pause if it's a girl. You know what? I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna shut up. Where am I? I wince as my eyes slowly adjust to the light. This place doesn't look familiar. I seem to be on a desk of sorts, and
Where is that sound coming from?
I don't remember my alarm being able to speak. It must be coming from here. A tape recorder. Dang, how many times do you want me to press you? Like, bro, it's like the third, fourth time you said it.
Fine, I get it.
Somewhat apprehensively, my weary hands inches forward and presses the button.
Rise and shine, dearest pupil Hiroaki Azuki. How do you like that bed? I know a desk isn't the comfiest thing to sleep on.
Man, give me a bed. Wait, how do they know my name? Let me get straight to the point. You've been kidnapped, abducted, shanghaied, onikakashuied. What? I've been kidnapped? When? How? I try to recount the details of the last time I was awake, but this blistering headache won't let me think clearly. Now, I'm sure you're deeply confused as to how that even happened. Who's doing this? Why are they doing this? Is anyone coming to help me? Who else have they kidnapped? Figure it out yourself. We have more pressing matters at hand. Who is this person, and why do they sound like some kind of cartoon character? You have a very simple task. Escape from this room. Succeed, and I'll provide you with some small comforts of life. Food, shelter, and perhaps even freedom. Fail, and to put it bluntly, you'll be stuck here until you're skin and bones. Well, to be fair, you're going to skin and bones if you don't leave anyway, so I mean. There are 3 other students like yourself, all trapped in locked rooms. How sad. Be a pal and cooperate with them, would you? But hurry. Only one will remain. The rest will burn. What is that supposed to mean? Poetics aside, I'll be enabling your speakers so you can work with other members of the summer team. Oh, and remember to pick up your tablet. It holds the secrets, not just to escape room, not just to this escape room, but to the whole game. Got it? I know I messed up that thing 3 or 4 times. I butchered it. That's sad. Because like I thought it was going to say it the other way around. I said, yeah, nope, it ain't that way. It's the other way around. Well then, I understood absolutely none of that. Suddenly, a voice echoes from the ceiling.
Missing something here.
I don't know how long I can take this crap.
Please calm down, ma'am. Everything will be fine. I will save you from this dire situation, though I might not come out unscathed.
Let's not go that far. I'm sure such a
I hope so. For your sakes. There seems to be 3 different people. Those must be the other students that thing mentioned.
Am I clear?
Hello, can anyone hear me? Hey, did anyone else hear that? That must be the 4th student.
What?
Are you in need of assistance? Ooh, maybe you can get us out. Can you leave your room? I can try. I tried rattling the door, but the exit's locked. Dang it! It's no use. We have to solve this puzzle. Brain puzzles were never my forte. I wish there was an easier way. Maybe I could try or could interrogate this thing, perhaps some information. Buddy cop style. Behaving like the police certainly won't help us.
I see the problem here.
It wouldn't work regardless. It's a tape recorder, not a speaker. They're totally spying on us, though.
Share your thoughts.
Excuse me? All of you. Can you tell me exactly what you have in your rooms? Took a moment to survey my surroundings.
I'm not sure.
There seems to be some kind of strange mechanism on the wall here.
I believe one time.
Yes, I believe that's where we all have to input the solution. Once we figure it out, of course. Along with 4 empty slots in the wall, there are 4 tiles, each depicting a separate kanji. Sadly, I'm not good with kanji numbers. The only thing I know that's a kanji is from kanji from Dagon B4. So, I know what a kanji is, though, but like I don't know much about kanjis that much. My eyesight's still a bit blurry, so I can't properly make out the characters. There's also the tape I woke up on, the recorder with the message from the kidnapper. And a small pink tablet, the recorder mentioned that this was important, right? Now that you mention it, he did say it was relevant to the escape room. Wait, it's a he? Okay, the kidnapper's a he? I can't tell at this point if it's a girl or a guy at this point. Maybe we should all try turning it on? Yeah, that would make sense to do. Yeah, so let's do that. Let me see. Gently push a small key on the right side of the tablet. Hopefully I will never be in that situation. And my world goes white.
How was that?
Did something happen when you turned it on? Let me try. 1,000 indescribable sensations sweep through me in an instant. It's not just my vision that seems to be affected. An incessant ringing echoes through my ears, and even my fingertips seem to tingle with some kind of malaise? Like a malaise or something? I don't know how it is. What is this? Eventually, the sensory bombardment, at the least, I should say, afflicting me slowly subsides, and things seem to return to normal. That was until I take a closer look at the space directly above the tablet. What? What in the world is that? Bro, that thing looks crazy.
My word.
It's a hologram. It's a hologram of a cute flower. That's a flower? That don't look like a flower. I think it's some kind of tulip. I can't see it. Okay, yeah, okay, our thing looks different. Okay, our things are different. Okay. Flower? Mine looks like a pair of ice skates. Except it's all weird and pixelated. Man, it almost feels like I've been digitized and sent to some kind of old video game. My hologram, if that's what it is, seems to be a pair of shades. Upon closer inspection, it seems I'm able to physically interact with it. You can touch it? Spurred on by this revelation, my right hand reaches forward and brushes against the leaf blower. That's what I was going to say. It looked like a leaf blower. Low key, it looked like a leaf blower. Especially with the I can't show the thing, but like Like, I can't mark it right. Y'all can't see it. But, yeah, no, I got the other thing with it. But yeah. Sure enough, it actually feels real. I can feel the coolness of the metal, the grooves of the nozzle, everything. There you go, the nozzle thing of it. There you go. That's even better. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you, game. The nozzle of it. So if y'all know what the nozzle is, that helps my case. This day just keeps getting weirder and weirder. I would pinch myself a bit if I hadn't done my nails. What about you, fourth teammate? Huh? My apologies, I don't know your name. What kind of object appeared when you turned on your tablet? It seems to be a leaf blower of sorts, but just as you guys said, it looks extremely pixelated. Maybe that's because this technology is in work in progress. There's never been a holograms you could touch before, or holograms in general. I take a closer look at the tablet, which I'd unceremoniously dropped on the table when I first turned it on. Hey, y'all, sorry. In the center of the screen, illuminated in large, sans serif letters, is a phrase I can't hope to understand. Augmented reality interactive audio hologram.
Those are indeed words.
No, that's what's written on the screen.
Holy breakthrough!
You're right. Wow, this is just like something from a supervillain's evil lair. Except this technology is clearly real and functional. Mysterious inventions beyond our wildest imaginations. Perhaps the Academy has something to do with this. But what does it all mean? Like, this is cool and all, but our kidnappers didn't put us in here just to test out some weird tech, right? I wonder if there's some kind of pattern in the objects that appeared when we turned on our tablets. Let's turn off this peculiar contraption for now and take a closer look at the mechanism.
It's plausible.
Right. My eyesight hasn't fully recovered, but I can finally read the kanji engraved on each tiles. Summer, spring, winter, autumn. Okay, that makes sense. So third one would be winter. Crap. Not gonna lie. I know the other one's winter. I know the third one's winter. I forgot which one was autumn. Or fall. Because the fourth one looks like autumn or fall. I'm assuming that one's supposed to be. I think the second one might be autumn. First one might be spring. So first one spring. Second one autumn. Third one winter. Fourth one is fall. If I'm saying it right, unless it's the other way around with the two, like the autumn and the fall one being switched around. Guys, isn't there a pretty obvious solution to this whole thing? Huh? There is? Yeah, especially considering the 4 objects we received. If I remember correctly, our items were a tulip, shades, a leaf blower, and ice skates. So would it be? So I think it'll be things that you do. So the question is, are we doing it based off the things we gotta do? Like, cause like for example, like leaf blower you would use on like fall for leaves and stuff. Ice skates for winter. So like, what would go first and stuff? That would probably be my best thing to say. Ooh, you have such a great memory.
Let's just
Right. I think I might know how to solve this puzzle. I just need to take another look at the order. Summer, spring, winter, autumn. So obviously winter would be the ice skates or whatever. The ice skates would be there. Autumn would be that of... Oh, I didn't even say fall. They said summer. Okay, so shades of summer. So thank you. My brain was just not thinking. Autumn, I think, would be fall. So, okay. So summer shades. Spring would be... I forgot what the other thing was, honestly. But winter is the ice skate blade, or ice blades, whatever you want to call it. I must leave blower, and then everything else is to the right thing. So I got it. I'll let you take the lead from here then. What should we all put in the first slot? Alright, well, I'll probably have to input the same answer to escape. The first slot should hold... Okay, so I'm trying to figure out. Summer is what's supposed to be first, right? If I'm not mistaken. So who just texted me? Okay, so the first slot should contain... Okay, I'm assuming that's summer. The first one should be summer, so... Halt! What is it? My inner instincts sense fault with your decision. My deepest apologies, but I must dissuade you from your choice. What? The heck am I supposed to do then? What? This thing ain't making sense. What do you want me to do? They say first tile, second tile, third tile. I guess second tile? I don't know. I placed the second tile into the first slot. Satisfying click goes through the room as the tile locks into place. Ooh, I have a good feeling about this. That click sounded like the audio equivalent of maple syrup on noodles. At that point, I might as well got that wrong. What the heck are we doing here? Delicious. That's... never mind. What should our next step be? The second slot should hold... I'm trying to think. I guess the first one? So, okay. So are they saying the first one is summer? If that is the case, they got that. So yeah, that, and then it should be, I think winter, then it should be autumn, which it should be just like that. Alright, only 2 more to go. Is this going where I think it's going? Seems like it. Never mind. We trust your judgment. What's next? Third shot should hold. That doesn't seem right to me. Huh? How do you know? Call it an educated guess. I advise you to trust me on this. At this point, y'all should know then. I don't get it. Didn't they say winter and then fall? Like what was this? I don't get the thing. I don't get it. And there's only 1 tile left. Let's see if I was right. Oof. Well, she's acting weird. I'll ignore her for now, though. Soon after, I hear 3 identical clicks emanating from the speakers, followed by the howl of whirring gears. I mean, I think it just, for me, it didn't make sense. I mean, I thought it was talking about, hey, look, do summer, then spring, then winter, then autumn. I thought they were doing something along those lines. Ka-chunk. So I'm not mad at that. I don't fully understand it. That has to be the door. Come on. Don't forget to take the tablet with you. I hurriedly grabbed the tablet, momentarily surprised by its considerable weight, and shoved it in my pocket before dashing off. We all emerged from our respective rooms, finding ourselves in a dimly lit central area. These people sure look eccentric. Is that girl wearing a superhero cosplay? Is she an ultimate cosplayer? So looks like an ultimate cosplayer. I don't know what this guy is. Talking about an educated guess. Other girl's like, I don't know at this point. All I know is ultimate cosplayer so much. Don't know that the other 2 yet. It probably makes sense, but I'll tell y'all if I get the others right, or what I was thinking of it right.
Oh, hey. It's nice to finally put faces to those voices.
Yeah,
Greetings. I'm glad you are all injured.
indeed. The comic version is not acting so confident.
Is something bothering you?
About that last puzzle.
Yeah.
It ended up being really easy, didn't it?
I'm sorry.
So the others actually solved it way before you woke up. Except I kindly advised them not to use that answer since, it seemed suspiciously simple to me. We ended up discussing it for another 20 minutes while you were asleep. They spent 20 minutes discussing that? Kay, that is really weird though. They went through all that trouble to lock us in here, but now they're going to let us leave because we know what order the seasons are in? Oh, they want us to know about what order the seasons were. I hate myself. I wasn't even thinking that. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. They wouldn't even know what the order the seasons were in. Chat, the funny thing is, I actually didn't even think about that. My brain was thinking of a complex way to make it work. Of like getting it all in one way. Not even how the seasons were. So look, y'all, I'm just stupid. So yeah, I'm gonna call myself stupid, bro. It's gonna be in the stupid moments. Like, I wasn't even thinking about, oh yeah, in the exact seasons that things was being. If I actually thought that, I actually would have done that. But still, look, chat, I just gotta accept this L. Y'all can put the L for me. I didn't really think smartly with that. But yeah.
I see the problem.
Maybe the trivial nature of the answer was meant to confuse us somehow. Or perhaps it was designed to test our tendencies to overanalyze. You know what? Let's just say that. I was overanalyzing it. My apologies. Regardless, it seems we aren't quite yet done yet. He points to another mechanism near the door. These tiles, 44431. I smell another puzzle on our trail. I think we're supposed to place certain tiles in that furnace chute. Guys, the red stuff in the glass tube thingy is moving. Huh? As a cue, a wave of sweltering heat slams into us. It really is getting quite hot in here. Nothing the soaring glass can't handle, mind you, but it's definitely uncomfortable. I think that thermostat represents the time limit for solving this puzzle. Why gotta be so dangerous? Don't tell me. They're gonna cook us alive. What the heck did I do to deserve this? Does anyone have any idea? There doesn't seem to be any kind of pattern to this one. Respectfully, the most helpful thing I can do right now is step aside. I admit I am also at a loss. We're gonna be burned like the Amazon. Only people might actually give a crap that I'm gone. Dang, you really gotta do the Amazons like that. Burn. But hurry. Only one will remain. The rest will burn. What did they mean by that? Did they really mean 3 of us will die here? Or is it something else? But maybe we should just feed them into the chute in order from 1 to 4. Simple word last time, right? Or maybe we meant to dispose of 2 4s so that we're left with 1 of each number. It's a trick. It's probably a test of wit. They're trying to scare us into jumping to conclusions, even though we don't have all the right information.
I have a plan.
And the solution is to acknowledge the fact that we don't know enough to solve the puzzle. Therefore, we should do nothing. Are you insane? Do you need a medical attention? Let's not fight here. The heat around us begins to reach unbearable levels. With every second that passes, it becomes harder and harder to breathe. Oh God, we really don't have the time to argue like this. I need to do something now. Why are they doing me like this? Okay, let's listen to calm person. I'm gonna dispose of the 2 4s tiles. Please wait. If we only have 1 of each tile, won't all our numbers get lonely? This feels very wrong. A true hero would never condemn anyone, animate or inanimate, to the shackles of loneliness. easier not to fight this. I'm gonna feed them into the furnace to the one for. Heck no, don't tell me you're also trying to get us killed. I know I could do something else, but I just want to see the funny things. What? But you're the one who came up with that idea. I changed my mind. I'm always willing to consider new perspectives, you know. God, you're impossible. Try something else. As my teammates continue to bicker into the background, I close my eyes and think carefully about what I heard on the record. Recording. The rest will burn the furnace and the number of tiles. Wait, I think I have it. I gather up every tile except the one labeled 1 and throw them into the furnace. The fallen tiles clatter against the brick walls and smoldering roar thunders from the furnace as the ceramic is set ablaze. Works for me. I really hope you know what you're doing here. What you're doing, because you can't exactly unburn those tiles. Just as she's about to panic, we heard the sound of the door unlocking. Huh, it seems to have worked. It did, it did? Freedom! Without a moment of despair, we dashed into the hallway just as air around us began to singe our skin. Hey, at least we survived it. But honestly, me personally, I'm getting cooked because these people will get me cooked. These people are getting me cooked. Well, one of them is getting me cooked. In stark contrast to the fiery prison we left behind, the next room mercifully flows with cool, refreshing air that washes over us. Because I can't listen to anything Noisy Girl says. We gotta understand that Noisy Girl will be on some nonsense. My lungs, they feel like they're on the verge of exploding. You did it, I think.
Crisis averted.
Thank goodness you were with us, blonde man. Now we're finally in the clear.
Couldn't have done it without you.
Yes, it seems you're quite quick and confident. With your confident thinking, that saved us. And after that, taking, a look around, there doesn't appear to be anything particularly dangerous or peculiar in this room, apart from that. He points towards the center of the room, though the rest of us are too busy recovering from our brush with death to pay attention. This guy, we were nearly burned alive and he seems almost unfazed. It takes a while for me to regain my composure and direct my sights towards the object of interest. Exploration time. Though the story will whisk you away from this area soon enough, you'll still need to know how to move around. Press F1 to... That's the cocoa pad. Obviously, I have to put this down. So, yeah, I gotta do this stuff. Yeah, I gotta do this. I know it might be simple, but look, I'm doing this just in case. I gotta do this. So yeah, we got that. That's the pad. Previous dialogue. I gotta do this every time so I know the buttons. So it looks like it's the exact same thing of what it would be. So it makes sense. Yeah, I don't think I need to know all these other things. But yeah, can't hurt to be too careful. Okay, yeah, I definitely need F3 though. I definitely need F3 though. Dang, that sensitivity's gonna break. The moment I just go there, it's like, I'm like, like, look at this. Look, the moment I do something, like, look, watch this. Like, look at that. Like I'm just like this. Like, look at that. Dang, that thing's terrible. Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah, give me the options, bro. That sensitivity is oof. Where's that sensitivity at? It's inverted too. Oh my, that thing is, bro. Why is this inverted? Get me off this inverted thing. Why is it inverted? Why does it feel inverted? Why does it look like this? This feels weird. Okay. Or am I just getting used to playing inverted games at this point? What was to say? Why does it feel so inverted? You know what? You know what? Just in case. You know what? Just in case at this point. Let me just see. There you go. That's a little better. All right. I guess I like inverted stuff because that thing was not looking all that great to me. All right. All right, lady. Can you talk to you? Why are you just standing there? Investigate the statue already. Wait, why am I just standing here? Oh, forget it. Just take your time or whatever. That's what I thought, lady. I'll beat the dog out you. Actually, my character ain't got them. He ain't got that dog in him. The supervillain who trapped us here is strangely enamored with pentagons. Not surprising, though. Five-sided buildings have often been used in the service of evil. Okay, let's talk to you before we just go up there. Like, my brain has been telling me I'm trash. Like, I'm out there overthinking things. The first one I probably could have done. The second one, I probably could have done as well. It's just the fact the second one was just, I just wanted to see what they would actually say. I just wanted to be, you know, a team player, but like, you know what? Let's just listen to everyone's idea. And I just realized that everyone's idea, especially yours, be stupid. So, yeah. I'm flattered you're striking up a conversation, but our current objective should be investigating that statue. Okay, understandable. My apologies for trying to be a team player talking. I'm just looking all over this thing real quick. Yeah, you got the tail, you got the legs, all that stuff. Crap, can I controller? Look at it a little right. Where's your face at? You ain't got a face? Brother, why ain't got a face? It's some kind of weird monkey statue. It's cute, but creepy at the same time. It just looks weird to me. But hey, you got that. There doesn't appear to be any input required from us. I don't believe this is another puzzle. I don't think it is either. Oh, that's wonderful news. But that last one was going to be the death of me. It would have helped if you had taken off your suit. I can't do that when I'm on duty. It's unconscionable, whatever you want to call that word is. Refusal to back down from your morals. I like it. Hey, take a closer look at the base. There's something written there. At the foot of the statue lies a curious yet haunting inscription carefully etched in old, decaying stone. What is this? I guess I'll read it. As sure as the spring blossom never wilts, I will hold your hand. As sure as the summer wind never calms, I will see your smile. As sure as the autumn moon never wanes, I will earn your praise. As sure as the winter snow never melts, I will dry my tears. Or as sure as 1,000 years pass and I remain on this earth, I will hear your song again. Such a strange and sad poem, especially that last line. What's so sad about it? I think it's a lovely set of promises for the future. Well, I'm definitely not going to ruin the romance of it all by explaining it. Out of all the cryptic mumbo-jumbo I've seen today, this probably takes the cake. Mysterious as this is, it doesn't seem all too helpful in aiding our escape right now. Those, however, might be worth taking a look at. Just as around us, along the walls are 5 entrances, including the ones we came from. Excuse me. Seems like we have to explore a lot of different areas if we're going to get out of here. I know, I'm sorry. If we're lucky, we may find an exit or a clue that explains our current situation. That sounds like a reasonable plan. Do you think we should split?
You're wrong.
What? Wait! Why did you scream?
It can't.
I just realized that we haven't introduced ourselves yet. That's so embarrassing. Well, I mean, you never wanted to introduce yourselves. I mean, so I can help you on that.
Honestly, Steph.
Oh, yes. I was so caught up in those puzzles that the thought completely slipped my mind. Well, now that the threat of imminent death has passed, there's no excuse. It's time you all learned who I really am.
I'm Maru Yokokume. And get this. I'm the ultimate activist. Isn't that a surprise?
Yeah, I would have never thought you were an activist at this point. I never thought you would be an activist. I'm gonna keep it a stack. So yeah, I would never have thought that. Wait, really? I'm an ultimate too.
Oh, you.
Well, what are the odds? That's amazing. This does make my reveal a little bit less impressive, but still.
Creation is an
I don't think it's a coincidence exactly. I think all four of us are ultimates.
Really?
Wait, how do you know? Well, you're the ultimate cosplayer. I'm assuming you are that, so. The last place I recall before being kidnapped was a small speedboat bound for Bitokukawa Island. My bad. Oh, I remember now. Now that the confusion and terror has somewhat subsided, I'm able to gather my thoughts for the first time since I woke up. It was a few months after I'd been awarded my title. I had just received an email from the school informing me that the annual opening ceremony would be held in 2 weeks. It told me that I was to arrive at the lake's eastern port by noon and take a speedboat to the island alone.
Wait.
I got an email like that too. It looked very official, so I can out its instructions to a T. It was rather ominous getting on that speedboat. It used some sort of autopilot, and there was no anyone, around it either. I was asked to arrive at the lake's southern port at precisely 1 p.m. Seems the administrators wanted us to be alone when we departed. I remember seeing the walls of the school on the horizon and losing consciousness soon after. Does this mean the school's behind this? I mean, it's not like any random person would have known where I was. Maybe these escape rooms have something to do with that opening ceremony. And no way! I studied the school's event protocol, and something like that furnace person would never be allowed. How can you be so sure, Puzzle Dude? Are you some kind of Bito Kukukawa superfan? Well, I've done my research. Wait, Puzzle Dude? Yep, all this time I've been calling you funny little nicknames in my head, like Man Bun Man and Super Ma'am. Hope you had a nice one for me too. That sounds like you like me. Not that I'm really mad about that, but you're kind of dumb as bricks though.
The soaring glass.
I object to this legal distinct moniker. I only respond to the soaring glass.
Let's just move on.
Oh, anyways. My name is Hiroki Yusuke. But you can just call me Hiro. Hiroku, or Hiroaki. A fitting name. That's cool. Let me take a picture of you so I don't forget. She want to take a picture of me? Hey, I'm avid. Ral takes out a smartphone and starts tapping away at the screen. Judging by the clock, it's been 6 hours since I boarded that boat. We've been conscious for a while. That's actually kind of reassuring. At least we haven't been gone for like 2 weeks or something. You have your phone with you. Odd. When I woke up, mine was gone.
For shame.
Same for me. I assumed the heathens who abducted us stole it. Well, it doesn't have any service and... What the heck? The camera lens is broken. Dude, are you kidding me? I just literally bought this a few weeks ago. That's so weird though. Why would they leave your phone but disable everything useful? Wouldn't it be just safer just to take it like they did with us? I don't know. Oh god. Do you think they might have disabled the nearest cell phone towers or something?
How violent.
But probably, if there's a signal, then Maru would be able to alert the authorities. Crap. The email also said that the open ceremony was top secret that I might not be allowed to contact the outside world until it ended. My dad and my posse might not even realize anything is wrong. Posse? Oh, those are the guys, gals, and MP pals who helped me with my activism.
Why are you so upset?
We're pretty good at helping people organize. I think we've started somewhere around 30 strikes across the country or so. 30? That's as many as 310s.
That's the way of the
Well,
brother.
with the amount of workers' rights abuses, that's the general labor sufferers on a daily basis, I'm surprised the number isn't higher. Folks just aren't as used to standing up for themselves these days, you know? It's risky business. Sore legs, hoarse voices, and broken nails are only the beginning of our problems, but
Toad's excited.
there's nothing better than helping someone finally get the support they need when all is said and done. I was a little apprehensive about the whole ultimate activist thing at first, but she's actually seemed pretty serious about her talent. Now you've got me thinking.
I'm gonna strike.
Maybe the reason I was kidnapped was because of my protest activities. Believe me, Union Busters will do anything to have their way. That sounds possible, but I don't think it explains why the rest of us are here. I've never even been to a strike. Obviously, they did it because you're ultimates, so hey. Do baseball, soccer, and bowling strikes count? I guess. Oh, if you're ever interested in joining one of our numerous picket lines, we'll welcome you with open arms. Just try not to tell any off-color jokes. The posse is very sensitive about that kind of thing. So, it's about that I'm racist. So those type of jokes? Makes sense. Gotcha. I wouldn't do that in the first place, but you got that. Tempting. I do think it's important for an ultimate to contribute to the well-being of others.
Pretty awesome, right?
Plus, it must be delightful to barge into places with a megaphone and strike fear into the hearts of evildoers. Well, I guess protests aren't meant to cause a fuss. I'd like to think my talent also revolves around helping people. Frankly, I feel bad that I was unable to contribute to either puzzle.
I'll never surrender.
I should have been standing tall with our hearts as one, previously liberating us from that foul prison. Yeah, you can't do that, sadly.
See you next.
Not that you stole my thunder or anything, Sir Yuzuki. I also appreciate playing sidekick, you know. You might as well stay the sidekick, because you're not being the main character. Because literally, I had to do all the work, and then you said, oh yeah, that's not the answer. Then y'all might as well be saying the answer if you know the answer. That's just me, though, but hey, you got that. Sir Yuzuki, I'm flattered, but that's very formal, though. Nay, proper titles are of the utmost importance. How else is one supposed to meant to show respect for their fellow citizens? I wouldn't dare greet a stranger, no offense, without the necessary honorifics. Right.
Pretty awesome, right?
Though fret not, Sir Yuzuki. Our time as strangers has come to an end, for I will now introduce myself.
You may call me the Soaring Lass, the paladin of the skies and the earth, known to save any and all from peril. But if we're doing this personally, Mamoe Soga works too. Ultimate local hero, at your service.
Because you're actual hero. I was gonna say you're a cosplay as a hero, but I guess that's kind of works, but that's not the direction I thought you were going with ultimate local hero. But hey, you got that. So I mean, it's a little different. So I'll give myself half credit. Local hero. Where did that helmet come from? I was gonna say a cosplayer hero, the ultimate cosplayer hero. But I mean, there's a local hero, so I'll give myself half on that. So half on that, the activism one, she got that. But we just gotta do the other dude. Over there. Quite the noble talent, eh?
Gotta stay humble.
Nothing too grand, though. Gotta stay humble and all of that biz.
Justice sees all.
However, some say that my devotion to justice is far beyond that of any hero before me. My triumphs are highly esteemed in small communities. I can't tell if she's role-playing, might as well play along. I confess, I am somewhat interested. What exactly are these triumphs?
Crisis averted.
One time I made the paper for stopping an altercation at the local pub. Tensions were high, bottles and hearts alike were shattered, but one gal swooped in and saved the day. You got into a bar fight?
How violent!
No way! Violence is always unnecessary. Yeah, you're cooked then, I ain't gonna lie. I'm sorry, you're cooked. If you say fighting is unnecessary, or it's always unnecessary, you're gonna get jumped. You're gonna be the first one that gets bodied, or you're gonna get bodied by some other person because they don't like you. Or they're gonna take advantage of you because you're the easiest target.
Perish the thought!
I prefer words and the like, you see. I talked the troublesome gangsters out of it, and even directed them to anger management classes. Stopping a bar fight with diplomacy alone certainly is an accomplishment. I will say that, that is true. That's very cool. I take it that you're kind of like a middleman of sorts when it comes to justice. You're not an actual police officer, right? I'd say I'm a slice of everything. I restore peace, keep crime out of the back streets, and I even tend to the elderly. No matter age, race, or class, I'll respect the soaring lass. I kind of doubt that.
I accept all requests.
So far, I've been committed to 100% or 100% acceptance rate on all neighborhood requests.
I have a plan.
It's mostly just mundane stuff, saving cats from the trees, mowing people's lawns, visiting, and grabbing things from high shelves. Hold up, you accept every request? Can't someone, take advantage of that? Duh.
Perish the thought!
Not a soul in my community would dare partake in something so cruel and sinister. They would never give me an unreasonable demand or use me as a replacement Saturday housekeeper because that old one quit over a salary dispute. Oddly specific.
Justice sees
A piece of advice. Sometimes it's okay to place your trust in people, yeah? No, not at all. I'm gonna say this for your sakes. I'm gonna say this. It's something a man say. It's what Stone Cold said. DTA. Don't trust anybody. You cannot have high trust in people. That's how you get cooked in this game. Anytime you play Don Gilbert or any game, I'm telling y'all, I'm saying don't trust everyone into open hearts. Don't do that. Don't have that. It is no point in doing that. And always, if you're with someone, always have another person with you. Always. Never tell them your weakness. Never tell them your strength. She's definitely a character.
Now we eat.
I've never seen so many ultimates in one place before.
Recreation is in order.
It is unfortunate that this formative experience was brought about by a kidnapping, but I suppose there is a lesson to be learned here. Really? I don't think there's much to be gained from something like this.
Please forgive me.
I see. That's not a great mindset to keep in a stressful situation such as this.
Release all
Do not let yourself be poisoned by the world's anxieties, big or small. If there's uncertainty in your life, find a way to remove it and better yourself. I was gonna say he's like the ultimate therapist or like the ultimate peace or something, like to help him out the world. I don't know at this point.
Are you kidding?
That's certainly fun and all, but your words of wisdom weren't what saved us from a human barbecue. Say, is your talent all that related to motivational speaking? Yes. Though that's but a fraction of what I engage with. I suppose a proper introduction is in order.
My name is Busho Saji, the ultimate yoga guru. Through arts
A guru, that's fair.
I aspire to achieve harmony for myself and others.
That's fair. I mean, he's a guru, that's fine. I can't be too mad about that. A therapist and a guru at this point, so I wouldn't be mad. But he's a yoga one, so that's half credit off too. A yoga guru? That's pretty unique. That is unique. I won't hold you. I've never tried it myself, but I heard that it's great for your health.
Should we do some asanas?
Yes, yoga is helpful as a moderate form of exercise.
Release all negative.
But the true benefit is the outlook that it brings. I'm not sure I quite understand. Yoga is the delusion of autonomy. Through constant repetitions of the asanas, or body postures, we convince ourselves that we are the masters of our own minds and bodies. Have you ever felt invigorated? perhaps even invincible after an arduous task, like completing a jog or a particularly difficult exam? I think so. It's the same for yoga. The feeling of accomplishment, of success, after a routine emboldens the mind, easing our doubts and fears. Even though all you've done is a set of basic stretches and poses, these delusions of grandeur are even more necessary in a cynical world. And I wholeheartedly believe that a gentle delusion is more valuable than a vicious truth. Wow, that is so deep and stuff. Still wasn't as useful as Puzzle Guy, though. I'd raise him up if I could. That certainly is a strange attitude to have towards something as innocuous as yoga. Though I suppose people who believe in the same ideas as everyone else can't really be ultimate. That's true. You all seem surprised at my philosophy. I don't blame you, honestly.
That's all I have to say.
I'm certain you know what you're talking about, though. Being an ultimate and all. Well, I do garner quite a few customers at my yoga studio, including some members of the Bitokukawa facility, or faculty. No way, your classes must be pretty good to attract that kind of crowd. One of them was the first to ask me to apply to the school, actually. I do hope our prior relationship doesn't affect the admission process, though. That would hardly be fair. Right. Oh my, the energy in this room became quite oppressive all of a sudden. Perhaps we should try some asanas. Attempting to escape this place without a strong mindset would be a fool's errand. Maybe later. Well, that's everyone, right? If we've got introductions down, I think we should search for help. Hold your horses. Haruki still has yet to share his talent. It'd be quite rude of us to exclude a fellow ultimate, would it not? Dang, I didn't realize.
You're under citizens' arrest.
You're withholding information? No, it's not like that. I just didn't think it was important. Neither did I.
Sir,
Of course it's important, Sir Yuzuki. With our blessed talents in unison, escape is all but assured.
super job.
So go on, tell us. Yes, Bill.
Okay, fine. I'm the ultimate apprentice. It's an unusual talent, but I'm glad to have it.
It's my turn. I am the ultimate apprentice. Interesting. I didn't know one could excel at being an apprentice. Yeah, isn't your title kind of like saying experienced novice or something? Well, it's a complicated arrangement. It isn't, but they don't need to know that. Don't mess this up now, Hiroki. During high school, I worked under a lot of different employers. Likely due to lax child labor laws. Please continue. Right, and I guess a lot of my bosses were impressed by how adaptable I was. Baking, fishing, woodworking, waiting tables. I really can't remember all the stuff I did, but I guess I was pretty good.
Holy breakthrough.
So you're almost like an ultimate, since you know you can do it as so many different things. No kidding. Maybe that's why you were able to solve the puzzles so easily. You must be like the king of random knowledge. I guess so. Most of my talents are like trade skill or secretary work, or trade skills and secretary work. That type of deal. I don't know how to do literally everything. Well, the fact that you even feel the need to acknowledge that is an achievement in and of itself. You should be proud, Hiroki. My instincts tell me that your talent will be invaluable as we seek to escape our kidnappers. Thanks. Ooh, I think that went pretty well. Wait, if all of us are ultimates, do you think our kidnappers might have captured even more of us? I guess we'll find out when we search those rooms. Yes, however, I don't think it would be wise to remain in a large group.
Unacceptable.
If our entire group of 4 were caught by surprise, the results would be disastrous. Let's split up in pairs then. If we find anything notable, we can meet up back here. Alright then, Hero. You're coming with me. I need someone who actually is willing to follow my instructions. I knew Margo was going to say me. I just knew it. She was like, yeah, now I need you.
Sir,
Then I'll go with Sir Saji.
Sound advice?
Very well, for now. Momo and I will search the room directly left of the passage we came from. Let's reconvene here shortly. I'm still unsure if we'll find anyone else. Sorry, I have to yawn. But if we do, it would be prudent to have them meet us here as well. The first thing I want to check is that big circular door over there. It's different from all the others, so it might be our ticket out of here. Let me try. I approach the door and attempt to pry it open. It's locked. I don't even see a keyhole, so you might only be able to open it from the other side. What? And here I thought we were finally going to get out there to escape this dump. Ooh, fine. Let's try the other way. How about that one? The one right of the passage we came from. That's what I was going to say. Why not just do the right way? Sure. I thought those two was just going to fight over for me. Are you sure someone will come looking for us? I'm positive. Once my supporters notice my absence, they'll surely spare no expense for a search party. Hero, there really are more people. Hold on, holy crap, is your skin blue? Hey, please don't be scared. We're not bad guys, I think. You think? You two, please lower your voices. You might frighten someone. Sorry, big guy. Are you two also kidnapped Ultimates? Indeed so. The 4 of us were already worrying enough. But if there are even more, well... Did you two come from one of those stupid mean escape thingies? How did you know what I was going to say? It's my psychic ability. See the flower on my head? It's like an antenna. Really? Nope, I don't even know what it is. It just grew out of my skull one day. I've learned to live with it. Hehe. It's super cute, isn't it? Oh, yeah, totally. Maru leans over to me with a poorly veiled grimace. Do you think she's like a real-life Frankenstein or something? Maru, that's rude. Clearly she's going for more of a zombie look. Anyway, yes, we did come from an escape room. It was horrifying. I assume you two also completed one. Precisely, and it wasn't just us. We had 2 other compatriots as well. But both of them ditched us. They were really, really mean. One of them called me a smurf, and the other just ignored me. According to research purposes. It's alright. I'm sure they were merely affected by the stress of the situation. Let's ditch them too, Big Man and Blue Girl, against the world. Setting that aside, you're both in the same situation as us, correct? Given our circumstances, would it be acceptable to share our names? You know, normally I'm hesitant about, introducing myself to shady types, but considering I'm basically a kidnapped celebrity at this point, who cares? Shady? What do you insinuate? I'm Maru Yokokume, the pretty well-known ultimate activist. And my buddy over here is Puzzle Dude. Hiroki Yuzuki. Ultimate Apprentice, it's nice to meet you. Likewise.
My full name is Yato Stoneground. Though I am reluctant to flaunt such a grandiose title, I am known as the Ultimate Mayor.
I thought you were gonna go along with the lines of ultimate, like what's the word I'm looking for? Not ultimate. I was gonna say ultimate mayor or ultimate president. I was gonna say more along the lines like ultimate like minister or something, like grand minister or grand priest or something nonsense like that, or like ultimate something of like a family tie. So I mean, I could give myself half credit for that. Because like people were like looking for a search party, I would think president or some other nonsense along those lines. So honestly, I was probably thinking around like president or like also like grand minister or like something along those lines. So yeah, you know what? I'll give myself half on that. But him being Old Mayor is kind of crazy though. Mayor? Yes, for 2 glorious, prolific years, I was the mayor of a small resort town in the American state of North Dakota. Look, that's how you know it's crazy, because I don't even know about... look, I know about the state of North Dakota, but I don't know about anyone that talks about North Dakota, so hey, honestly, I'd believe it. I put my political career on hold to attend Bito Kukukawa as an exchange student, and plan to learn much in the way of the statecraft and leadership before I return. I knew Bito Kukukawa had a strong foreign presence, but an actual mayor as an exchange student? I guess that explains the age difference, but it's still scary to think there's a genuine politician in our midst. I see. What is that glare for? Nothing. Just making sure you're not corrupt. I would never dream of such a thing. My office values transparency above all else. That's what all politicians say. Well, I would argue that I'm quite different from them. One can't exactly read my mind, but I assure you, I work for the common people, not for self-enrichment. Okay, you got a list of all those bills you passed? Not on hand. Stop! Halt! Cease! Desist! Can we not fight, please? I have something better to focus on. I've been planning out my introduction for like 5 minutes now. I think I'm finally ready for it. You've been planning? What, you're the ultimate planner or something? Or ultimate ghost or something? What are we doing? Or zombie? What are we going to do here? Of course. How am I supposed to make a memorable first impression? Your appearance has already made one, that's for sure. I'll just call you Fan. You got that. I'll take an L on that. Give me an L on that one. What the heck is ultimate human? What? I mean, you kind of look like you got subjected to some stuff, but like, I would never think. Oh yeah, you're the ultimate human subject. What are we doing here? But yeah, I ain't gonna lie, they tried to. The ultimate what? Is that why her skin is like that? What's the matter? Has my dramatic entrance left you speechless? No, I think that your skin just took all the color out of us. No, that's totally immoral. What kind of scumbag Academy Awards child experimentation? Well, I was already a teenager when I got my first injection, and I'm even older now. So I knew coming to this place was a bad idea. What? But we get free food. That's what you were worried about? Not your skin being a color it most definitely shouldn't be? You look like the aftermath of a Sharpie bath gone wrong. First off, shouldn't be has a lot of uncomfortable implications. Second, what's a Sharpie? Okay, she's cooked. Let's not get all worked up. Look, man, I'm trying to cook up in here, man. I'm Ultimate Mayor, man. I gotta handle this stuff. Perhaps there's strong reasoning behind, Fan's ultimate title. I'm sure we can resolve these quarrels or qualms you have with the academies, diplomatically. As in the same academy that kidnapped us? Seriously? I'm still not over the student spit roast. And now you want me to excuse this? Ooh, I should probably explain. It all started with the charity I founded, called the Foundation for Altruism and Nurturing Project. Doesn't it sound cute? I'm afraid to say I am unfamiliar with it. It's all foreign charity, dummy. That's why. Oh, you must be another exchange student then. I know Fukukawa always accepts 4 of them every year. Yep. Though I was born in China, I actually lived in Laos for most of my life. That's next to Vietnam for all you non-geographicers. Indeed. Anyways, my charity helps support sick children by funding research for new treatments. You can't release drugs without testing them on humans first. You'd be hard-pressed to find a more passionate lab rat. A selfless and inspiring story. I could learn quite a lot from you, Fan Fan. Thanks, hee. I guess you're not a dummy after all. Well, that does make a bit more sense. Though, there's no way any drug that reaches human trials would permanently dye someone's skin blue. Are you sure your charity isn't like a scam or something? Maru, I'm wounded by your blade of words. I need to end this before it gets any further. You two mentioned your other teammates, right? Do you have any clue where they are? The small one likely concealed himself inside one of the puzzle rooms. As for the other girl, I have no idea. Unfortunately, she stormed outside before we could get a word with her. Outside? But we were just out there a minute ago. That presents a problem then. You see, Fan Fan and I were about to depart in search of them, but I wish to ease her doubts about our situation first. If you see that girl, could you beat her up for me? Maybe a punch or two? Get a few good hits in and... Fan Fan! I'm joking, relax. Violence is super bad and stuff. Hey, you're not my doctor. I bet you don't even have a medical license. Anyways, Maru and I would be happy to help you look. I would? Yes, you said one of them was inside a puzzle room. We'll start there then. I appreciate it, Haruki. Yes, I think it was the room on the far right. If we find anyone, we'll let you know. Let's search it quickly so we can get out of here. Good luck. A reluctant Maru tails me as I enter the room. Let me see something real quick. How long have I been streaming for? Okay. It'll be fine. Let's go and see. Okay, let me see. How long have I been streaming for this for? An hour and some minutes. Alright. Had to check. Alright. Whew, that blue girl was giving me the heebie-jeebies. Really? I couldn't tell. Shut it, you! Did you see her? She was like a dolled-up troll. Not to mention that drug testing thing is suspicious as heck. Who knows what she's on, man? That's taking it a bit too far, Maru. You should be kinder to her. We don't know the full details, so we shouldn't make assumptions. Okay, Miss Congility. I still ain't trusting it. You don't have to trust it, but you ain't got to be rude about it. Now, let's see what's in this room. Let's see. Okay, look at the shrine. Maru approaches a cabinet at the center of the room and frowns. Is something wrong? No, I just feel an icky presence flowing from this cupboard. It's also breathing, so there's that. She reaches to open it, but... There you go, you got one.
Get away from me! Kidnappers, thieves, murderers, dentists!
What's wrong with Dennis? Actually, you know what? I can't complain about this part. He jumped out in front of a startled Maru.
What's wrong with you?
Who said you? It was that guy from the Uno debate. Was it?
Shut up!
I knew he had to be stubborn little nuggets to argue with me over year and year, but now I've never thought he would have me abducted.
Bullshit!
You can't play draw two on another draw two. It's against the rules. You're one of those, huh? Oh, you're one of those. Yeah, you can draw two on another draw two. What's wrong with you? Tell me it's against the rules. Yeah, you can draw two on a draw two. Unless you're playing the other unless you're playing the weak rules. If you're playing the weak rules, sure, you can't do that. But now that joke, them rules are weak. I don't care. I'm like, nah. That joke is crazy though, because Miss Price is like, nah, you have to let them draw two. And you can't draw two back at them. I'm like, bro, they have 4 draw twos. At that point, I lose the game. What do I do against that? Like, are we dumb? Hero, what in the ever-loving heck is he talking about? Whoa, calm down. We've been trapped here, just like you. Really? Don't try to pull that crap on me. You assaulted me in the middle of my hiding spot. Dude, we came to look for you. You could have left the occupied sign or something. How did you even fit? That cupboard is way too small for a normal-sized human being. You've been brought here to insult me? Haven't you? I'm all your tricks, you line-reading ingrates. No. Out and Fan asked us to look for you. Them. Well, I'm fine, thank you very much. I'm going back to my closet now, and I do not wish to be disturbed. It's a cupboard. Wait, what's your name? Yeah, you're an ultimate, right? Why are you laughing? I'm merely envisioning you peons' expressions from the moment you learn who I am. I mean, all of us are ultimates. The cosmos will speak on your downfall for eons to come. Okay. Don't keep us all in suspense. Another thing I would have got wrong. I'm not even gonna try to pretend like I would know that. Man, get me out of that. I would not have known that. Oh no, what shall I ever do? I shall go to another account. Well, has my greatness eroded your minds too severely to speak? Or maybe you peasants have started to fathom the god that you're up against. Just go out there, just me and Maru and the hero just look at each other like, can we slap this dude? Can we slap this dude? Nice to meet you, Shoko. Same, I guess. Impossible! You mean you don't even know who I am? That's perfectly reasonable, to be honest. Huh? For some reason, I thought you wouldn't take that very well, or you would have been crashing out or something. Well, why would you know who I am? I've only been in Ultimate for 3 weeks. I only said what I said to test if you two were like stalkers or something. And here I was thinking that you were about to go on a shocked tirade about our ignorance. No real Ultimate would partake in that kind of obscene, narcissistic behavior. Certainly not. Certainly not someone, with a passion for justice as strong as mine. Justice, that's a lot of hype for a forum admin. Please. Without people like me, there would be chaos. Legions of bots, irrelevant posts, and detestable content polluting your online experience. Who wants that? And tell me who wants an Uno game where you draw 2 and then someone throws a draw 2 at your face? What kind of game logic is that? Like, what? That's the type of guy you are. Because of my selfless and unpaid sacrifice, the internet is actually usable. Why are you doing that? Doing what? Why do you keep on insinuating random words in the middle of your sentences? It's called emphasis. You don't know about that, woman. It's called yelling, actually. Maru, stop being cruel, but yeah, I do agree, it does get a little distracting. Undo! What the? This introduction is bringing to light to too many of my flawed personality traits. I implore you to forget this conversation. He scurried back to his cupboard and slams it shut, which is especially impressive because I never saw a handle on that inside. On this side. What even? I think he got embarrassed.
Catch you later.
Well, we did manage to find him in all this fun-sized glory. Guess we should tell Yato and Fan, right? I guess so. But we don't know where the girl's at.
Hello again.
Welcome back, guys. Good job on finding one of the missing teammates. Indeed. I would have never expected that he'd stow away in a wardrobe. An exciting development. You must have overheard everything from the other room. His volume was difficult to miss. You probably could have, helped instead of standing around at the very least. A warning about his mannerisms sure would have been nice. We don't want to trouble you any further, but even though I kind of wanted you to beat her up, I'm starting to get worried about the other teammate. Yes, we took a look outside while you were gone, and she truly seemed to have disappeared. Could you give us a few details about her appearance? Regrettably, I don't recall too much about her. I was a bit preoccupied with the puzzles. I remember giving her many nicknames, but I don't think Yato would approve of most of them. We should call her Girl A. Just like in Dog Robot 2. What does A stand for? Absent, I presume? AWOL? Let's not get into that. Hee. Well, I guess that's all we have to work with. Say, why don't you come with us back to the main chambers? We can introduce you to our teammates as well. Bring Napoleon too. I don't want him lurking here by himself. A loud cry of, I heard that! Echoes from the inner rooms. Right, we'll make sure he accompanies us. Until we meet again, good luck to you two. Maybe it's time to check up on Busho and Momio. Or Momoe or something? Momoe or something? I don't know. Oh, there you are. Momoe and I have finished exploring the leftward passage. Turns out, we're not alone. Would you like to meet them while Momoe and I explored the remaining halls? Sure, we also met some new people, but I think it would be best if you didn't bother them too much. Maru. I see. I'll trust your judgment. Momoe and I will be off then. Right. Be sure to let us know if you find anyone else. Have fun, you two. I think you will get along with them swimmingly. I sure hope so. Let's see how bad it can be that bad, right? Right? Now that we're seeing one for the third time, it's safe to assume that these escape rooms are all the same, right down to the number of participants. I ain't gonna lie. I'm thinking about this, and then okay. So I'm thinking about 1, 2, and 3. All right, gotcha. Let's talk to you first, baby girl. Let's see what you got. Top of the morning to ya. Yeah. Where did you even come from? Oh, did I startle you? My bad. Busho and Moe told me you two might be heading over to greet us. It was Hiro and Maru, right? That's right. And you? Yeah, some of the words I'm not gonna know, but you got that, baby girl. I was really trying to talk to the other person, but I'm okay. Hiro, we got another shouter on our hands. Seriously, was the run not enough? What did you say? I said, what'd you say? Can you repeat that? She takes out a comical shaped instrument and puts it to her ear. Only repeat it once, even though I said it twice. It's less confusing that way. That's even more confusing! I wonder if Maru noticed that she picked up a few of Shoko's speech patterns.
Are you kidding?
Seriously? Why is Wait, are you hard of hearing? Oh, shoot. Disregard everything I just said. I'm definitely getting in trouble with the posse for this. I get you. It's hard for me to know if I'm speaking too loud or too soft or speaking at all, really. Don't be afraid to tell me if I can't read the room. Forgive me if I don't catch your words on the first try. I can usually make out what people are saying by focusing, but I ain't perfect. I don't mind if that happens. I wouldn't want you to be want to be too demanding or anything. Believe me, honey, it can get real awkward sometimes. Once I gave a full emotional speech to my sister, really poured out my heart and soul into it, didn't cheer her up at all. Thought I gave a lousy speech. I did. Turns out she couldn't hear a darn thing I said. Talk about waste of breath. Oof, I feel that. That's why I always carry a megaphone with me to rallies. That's why I wanted to go to school here, as a matter of fact. Before I lost most of my hearing in the accident, I relied on my music during my performances to keep in step. Suffice to say, I can't exactly do that anymore. The guys from this here school said that I wasn't out of luck just yet, though. They told me I could learn to feel music vibrations. To tell you the truth, it was mostly a bunch of fancy words I couldn't quite wrap my head around, but I figured it was worth a shot. That's interesting. So you'd be using your sense of touch to stay on beat, rather than your sense of hearing. Once I learn everything I need, I'll be back in the spotlight, dazzling audiences the world over my stage performance of waltzing into sunshine and walking in the moonlight while you're at it. Oh, that's awesome! I think I've watched a translated version of that musical when I was a kid. Do you happen to be an exchange student from America? Sure am, Pumpkin. My sister and I have been performing in the States our whole lives. We lived in a tiny, tiny trailer doing stage practice around the clock. But I'll tell you now, after going through all that, nothing's gonna stop us from reaching our goals, not even getting kidnapped. I'm gonna be one of the greats, like Beethoven, Ben Franklin, and Louis Braille. Actually, I think that last guy's blind. Duh, because he died like 170 years ago. Can't see nothing but dirt, wood, and worms. Plus, he probably don't even got eyeballs no more. That got very macabre. I'm curious, how do you view this whole situation? Getting kidnapped and forced to do life-threatening escape rooms? How do you feel about that? I figured that I was having some kind of crazy dream, so I didn't pay much attention to anything till I realized it wasn't one. Gave my teammates a heck of a headache during those puzzles, I tell you. Especially because my tablet thingy didn't even work. Sheesh, talk about bad luck. Can we talk about your teammates? Maybe they have some more information. Y'all don't need to ask my permission. Go right ahead. After her prompting, we approached the other pair of students in the room. And lo, it was at that moment I witnessed before my very own eyes the legendary 8-headed snake demon, Yamato no Orochi. No way, that's crazy! Oh, what happened next? Upon the sight of such a magnificent creature, Hey, you two! Wait, are you missing an arm, or am I seeing things? Maru, you can't just... since you insist on hearing the outcome of our great conflict, I'll skip to that part. My arm was lost in combatants with the great serpent. That was a Pyrrhic victory that day, for I severed 2 of its titanic heads at the cost of my beloved limb. Bro, what? Way to spoil the ending. I was so engaged. Don't ask stupid questions that'll be answered by the end. That always ruin the story. I'm sorry. No worries. I have more tales to tell. Many of which outshine my climatic duel with the 8-forked serpent. 'Tis the nature of being the ultimate angler, you see. For I seem to have drawn the monsters that dwell in the depths. Angler? Like catching fish? Yes. Icky the Mickey. That's far. The Mickey, Icky the Mickey kind of bars. They gonna lie. Icky Manicky. As long as they say Nicki Minaj, that'd be dumb. I'd be like, bro, what are we doing here? Conqueror of the Stars ain't the best. That's so sick, dude. If you don't mind me asking, how do you fish with only one hand? I doubt you'd be able to understand the art of one-armed fishing is too arcane for mortals to realize. Actually, I do have some fishing experience. I wasn't amazing at it, but I was an apprentice to a famous sailor during the summer break. You guys are also cool and interesting, but I barely have any epic stories to my name. Are you, like, not an ultimate or something? Dang, I don't even look the part? I mean, I guess I'm pretty basic, but... Oh, you're a stuntman. I mean, you do got the, you know, the thing that got beaten on a little bit. So you got that going. Hey, Rick, what's up, man? How you doing, man? How you doing? Did I have to read that? I gotta read that part again. Maru Yokokume, activist. And he's Hiroki... You said Beckestein, bro. You said the wrong name! Ultimate. That's not even close. Bruh, these talents' names keep getting crazier and crazier. How am I supposed to keep up with this level of power creep? Delaying the stream is beyond bad at this point. Hey, look, I mean, it's YouTube, man. Sadly, look, man. Unless it was like, I think for PC it's delayed. I don't know why it has to be this bad. But that thing's bad. That delay in this thing is kind of bad. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I think it's definitely kind of bad. I ain't gonna hold you. At this point, I should forfeit my title to Nemiki the Conqueror. He does way more dangerous crap than me. All I do is help out my mom at her movie studio. You good? Clocked out of work. Trying to figure out what I'm gonna do next. Was gonna help out my drone, but yeah. Bro, I'm gonna be there for you. Like after 6, I'm gonna be right there with you. I'm gonna give you some tips on how to do some combos. I'm not gonna let you go out there and fight by yourself. I got your back. And yeah, just stream it this game until it hits around 6ish, or until I get a good spot to save it, then go from there. So I'm doing this for a while. Conqueror of the Stars and the Abyss. The last part is the most important. I'm a legendary hero, not some bloodthirsty warlord. Oh, you do stunt work for your mother's studio. That's cool. My stepmother's studio. Thank you very much. An ultimate shouldn't judge things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, you know. You know, I'm pretty sure it's possible to lose your talent if someone beats you during the annual challenge, that is. Well, I mean, yeah, I was gonna play it. I told you I was gonna play it around 6 or 6:30. And it weren't there 7, so I mean, hey. I said I was gonna help you get some combos so you at least know what you're doing. I don't want you to go out there and get cooked up because you don't know the combos. It's rare to underperform, but... Are you trying to boost my confidence? I generally can't tell. Ha, those tests are useless. No one could ever replace me. I'm him. And how do you know? Well, no other angler in the past century has laid their eyes on the legendary 17-spotted golden koi. Am I wrong? Golden koi? Shush. The adults are talking. Don't scare it off now. It's an elusive creature that flees at the slightest noise. I'm supposed to be able to get my Apple ID back Saturday, so I hope it works. Hey, yeah, I hope it works too, man. Cause look, man, there's got to be that pack that's gonna be out sooner or later, rather than later. Don't win, but I'm saving my 9,000, 8,000 gems. At least all my 2 phones, cause yeah, they grinding on my phone. It's getting cooking. It's going to cooking now. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm just starting to hate Fiendsmith, Snake Eyes. I just hate those 2 from now on. I gotta rub my fate on them every time I see them. I got no respect for them. Many liken it to a fable, but I've seen it with my own 2 eyes. It's truly a sight to behold, and it's said to grant years of endless luck to those who glimpse it. Buy a lot when I get paid. Don't worry. Hey, you take time with that. You got that. I believe in you. Also, it often confused with the 16-spotted golden koi, a fish marred by its abundance, insignificance, and mediocrity. Ooh, I definitely want to see the 17-spotted one, even though the only difference is a single black blotch. Well, it's not a simple feat. After all, the koi is what took my feeble arm. What?
Incorrect.
Hold on, didn't you say you lost your arm to a snake demon? That's just because that just became even more bogus than it already was. Oh.
You'll see.
You see, I lost half of it to the 8-forked serpent, to the other half to the koi of legend. 2 and 2, yin and yang, each part of the greater whole. Now neither half remains. Take your time. Here we go. Bro, that's tragic!
You're wrong.
An utter horse crap. Hey, don't you be rude. This is probably a tough subject for the conqueror of the stars and the abyss. Imagine all the suffering he went through. God, you're more gullible than an 8-year-old who forwards chainmail. Come on, hero, let's get out of here. Oh, bye, Monzo and Namaki the Conqueror. Stars Abyss. Huh. Shaking her head exhaustedly, Maru leads me over to the remaining person in the room. Which should be baby girl over here. Makes sense. Alright, let me talk to baby girl. Hey there, sorry about my teammates. They were unreliable during the escape room.
Let's get along.
Busho told us you were from the summer team. The 4 of us are on the autumn team, by the way. I see. Seems like these escape rooms have a season motive. Just like Bito Kukukawa does.
What?
What do you mean? You didn't know? The entire school campus is designed around, the 4 seasons. Each area has its own plants, buildings, color schemes, everything.
I'll be honest.
To tell you the truth, I'm pretty new to this whole Bitukukawa business.
I'm Naomi Danjuma, ultimate architect and exchange student from Nigeria. I hope we can get along.
Honestly? I was thinking something along with math. And something along the lines of just studying around certain things. So I can give myself half for that, but I can't really give myself full points for that. Must be the last exchange student then. That must be why she's not familiar with the school. What made you come all the way to Japan? One of my family friends is a devoted collector of traditional Japanese art. And I've been asked to design a new public gallery for him.
That's the plan.
Graduating from Bitukukawa with an ultimate title would really help his gallery's prestige. I see. Oh, I'm Hiroki Mizuki, the ultimate apprentice. Sorry you ended up in this situation. And I'm Mario Kukume, ultimate activist. Hold your applause. I'm impressed. It probably wasn't easy to get those titles. Architecture seems pretty tough as well. I met a few architects when I worked for a carpenter a few years ago. They're very hardworking people. Yeah, it's like an art thing and a math thing at the same time. Isn't it hard to use both sides of your brain? There you go. See, look, they said it was a math thing too. So technically, I could get a point for that. I could get a point for that. My brain was thinking math. I thought she was gonna be like a math girl. I didn't think. Look, I think she was like a math girl. Not like the ultimate math leader, nothing, but like an ultimate, just a math girl. Sure, yo. It was ultimate math. So hey, I'll take my credit when I take it.
Oops.
Oh, you must have misunderstood.
Let's try again.
I meant that it probably required strong connections to get the administration to agree to those talents. Connections? I mean, I know some of the staff, but I wouldn't say. Panic wells up in my chest, but I managed to quash it. Well, everyone who gets into this school uses them, right?
Now that's a problem.
I thought about going for a more extravagant title, but my art collector friends pointed out that we didn't have anyone on the inside who knew us.
Devil is in the
He proposed to us that a simple and straightforward talent, along with a sizable donation, would maximize our chances.
Props to you for being able to pull off Ultimate Apprentice, though. Could you introduce me to some of the administrators?
Excuse me?
Yeah, I'm just cooking. takes me a second to realize I'm shouting.
That's just a
Hey, Hero said he got admitted because of all the different jobs he had. He means it.
You're wrong.
He didn't ask any bigwigs to help him out. He certainly didn't have some fancy pant art collector make a sizable donation on his behalf. Yeah, with enough effort, I can excel at any task I commit myself to. I'm able to adapt to every job I've taken on so far. That's why I'm an ultimate apprentice. I can't speak for you, but I would never try to game the admission process. Is that so? Yeah, this guy knows what he's ought to do all sorts of things. I think Superman even called him the ultimate. I mentioned carpentry, but there's also plumbing, masonry, sailing. If I listed them all, I'd be here for a while. Come back, accidentally threw my happy minutes away. Dang. Don't get me wrong, it's impressive that you can do all that, but I just find it hard to believe that some as vague as putting effort into things and being kind of good at them could be seriously considered. Oh, and he was super helpful during the escape room. Oh yeah, we got a glazer. Hey, look, thank you, Mario. You can keep glazing me. It's okay, Mario. You can keep glazing me. It's okay. I have 3 glazes on my team, so you gotta cook there. Gotta cook there. My Black Queen. Gotta cook there. He knows a lot of random trivia, which totally makes sense because, well, that's his talent. Well then, if that's how it really is, then I apologize for making assumptions. And can that girl stop glazing over there? She's just on your back. I thought everyone here was in the same boat I was. Well, we aren't. We're nothing like you, actually. Sorry for hitting a nerve. How about we just forget about this conversation then? I assume there's more people out there you need to meet. That's alright with you. Let's go, Hero. This guy makes this girl makes me want to crash out. Guess it'll take you a bit longer to cool off. That's fine by me. See you around. I expect we'll be stuck with each other for some time. I mean, she ain't lying though, but hey. I mean, she's spitting facts though. Can't tell in this thing. No sign of Girl A in that area. Only a bunch of very weird and rude people. Though the Broadway lady was fun. Are you still bummed out by what Miss High Society over there said about your talent? Don't let it get it to you. I mean, she probably was the only one that thinks that, or at least the only rude one enough to say it out loud. For now, let's just focus on fighting everyone and getting out of here. If it comes up again, talk to me, and I'll help you out, okay? Thanks, Maru. That means a lot. Look, Moe and Busho are back. Let's go talk to them and see what they found else. Maru dashes over to greet them by the remaining unexplored passage. Moe turns around and motions for her to be quiet. Bushio's almost got them out of there. A voice is coming from the other side of the door. Somewhat unexpectedly, Bushio responds rather loudly. No soy sauce is not an instrument. Is mayonnaise an instrument? No, Patrick. Mayonnaise is not an instrument. Or no horseradish is an instrument either. Wasabi is not an instrument either. They got the meme out here. Hey, let's get the meme out here. Let's get the meme out here. Let's get the meme out here. Let's get the meme out here, bro. Let's get that meme out here, bro. Hey, let's get that out here.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
No, Patrick, mayonnaise is not an instrument. Horseradish is not an instrument either.
They said, nah, we gonna put this meme in. We gonna get some with this one. They said, nah, we gonna get some with this one. Quick with this one. Welcome back to Rico. I know I said it before, but yeah, there you go. Here, a chorus of rustling creaks cascade from the other side of the door, along with the loud startled yelp. As the clamor begins to subside, the door opens and... For a moment, I felt a familiar flood of sensation, the same sensation that had threatened to swallow me Hold pause on that. When I first activated my Cocoa Pad. Well, this time it fades in an instant. I blinked for a few times, shaking my head and focused on the ultimates that had exited the escape room. Brr, we were nearly frozen to death in there. Whoever made this escape room is a psychopath. What kind of lunatic wastes that much air cooling just to torture 4 helpless innocents? Well, if everyone had pitched in like they were supposed to, we would have gotten out much sooner. I told you the correct answers several times, as a matter of fact. It was your own stubbornness that led you astray. To be fair, you were pretty obtuse with your hints. I could have barely even understand you. This appears to be the last group of ultimates. Bro, this is too much. Yeah, this is way too much anyway. I got so many voice actors I gotta do. That's why I need help. Let me take time to go. I need so much things I need help with. This appears to be the last group of that had been trapped here. Apart from the locked circular room, we have explored every entrance leading out of from this central area. Unfortunately, there's no exit to be found just yet. What? Wait, we're in last place? What the heck? You made us into that witness of laughingstock. Any apostle? Should we break this up? Let them have their fun. I'm worn out. Like, wow, but the heated argument of the winner team slowly begins to pet her out. Beat her out. Let's go talk to them. Though I worry I might become the next target of their verbal abuse. Tragic, simply tragic. What's up? All my valuables have been stolen. That's what's up. My 3 golden watches, you know, I was blinged out in that thing. My 2 silver bracelets, my 5 diamond rings, bro. No one can take my 5 diamond rings. I was hoping out there for them rings. All in the hands of some nameless, puzzle-obsessed vagabond. That's rough, man. I hope they didn't get their hands on the key to the pawn shop. Even then, it seems I should be counting my blessings. Many of the people here had their clothes stolen right off their backs. I'll never forgive our kidnappers for forcing these poor souls into such ragged garments. Really? That's terrible. It truly is. My buzzcut friend here is one of these heinous criminals' unfortunate victims. Actually, I've had these clothes on since before I was kidnapped. So I'm kind of cooked there, buddy. So you're saying you wear this stuff normally? Yeah. Well, what about you, blonde man with the silly hair? My fashion instincts say your outfit is made of some repurposed 50-year-old thrift shop donations. Clearly, our kidnappers held you at gunpoint and forced you to debase yourself with this stylistic debauchery, right? No, this uniform is brand new, actually. That thing looks terrible! Why you got that garbage on, man? I'll pay this for you, man. Here, take this. You're like, take this outfit. Give me this outfit. You don't need this. Oh dear God. He melodramatically clutches at his chest, gasping for air. Call an ambulance. I'm going into Coutier arrest. Hey, so we only came over here to introduce ourselves. I didn't expect to get caught up in a medical drama. These people really are a rowdy bunch, huh? That's what I did for my clients. Now that I think about it. Oh, you goaded like that. Okay. Honestly, I didn't think you were a pawnbroker. I really wouldn't know. I would have thought you were what you call it? Not what's his name? Like the guy that be having like that boombox out there, out there playing some music. Hey, he goaded though. You can call me Taro if you like. I don't mind. Well, that's unexpected. I've always imagined pawnbrokers to be like old fat dudes with spectacles. That was my grandfather. He passed the pawn shop down to me when I was 17. I've been running it ever since. Apparently, I did well enough to be recognized as an ultimate. Aside from bookkeeping and chatting it up with with my clients, every once in a while, it's not that hard of a job. That's a pretty cool trinket you have around your neck. Did that belong to one of your clients? Oh, you mean the Jewel of Father Time? My family has been holding on to that for over 50 years. It's almost the most expensive item in our collection. Before he gave me the keys to the shop, my grandpops told me to protect this stopwatch with my life until its owner finally returns. Hopefully that's not a method for someone to kill you. I carry it with me 24/7. Wow. Why? Do you want to buy it? Huh? Well, I don't think I could afford something like that price tag, even if it helped calm the nerves of Mr. Fashion Police over there. It wouldn't. It really wouldn't. I do give discounts. I mean, it's clearly can't be worth much if no one's running it for half a century. Thing. That was a joke. Isn't it a little too much devote all that energy to a single client from all that time ago? I imagine it because he barely has any clients. What kind of person would ever use a pawn shop? The mere thought of selling anything to this reputable hoarder is bad enough. And yet I have to pay them interest when I want my items back? Extortion! Extortion, I say! I mean, you're not lying, though. Like, I'm not paying a pawn shop to keep my items, and I have to pay them back with interest, otherwise they get to keep it. Like, no, I wouldn't do that. I think it's a fair enough deal. It works sort of like a bank, right? The atmosphere in my pawn shops is certainly better than a bank. There's few security guards and far less needless paperwork. Not to mention the modern bank reliance on digital currency. I don't know why people would ever trust their money to such a fallible tech. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of true. I'm gonna keep it. That's kind of true. Cause look, sometimes it gonna be out there. You had the Great Depression. That thing sometimes that thing be rough. Natural disaster, data breach. Heck, disgruntled employees unplug the servers. Boom, life savings gone. Is that really how it works? There has to be a safeguards against that kind of thing. Of course there are. This Ludiite doesn't have an idea what he's talking about. Lacking both physical and fashion sense, my, what a combination. Be grateful that I'm more of the charitable members of my family for even agreeing to speak to you. Your family? Who are you exactly? You've probably never even heard of us. We're far too classy to fault our prestige like the so-called elite often do.
Stand in the presence of Onichi Takagi, ultimate tailor and heir to the Itagaki fashion empire.
Then why don't you just go out there and tell me a good outfit? How about do that? Tell me a good outfit. And get me to stepping somewhere right. Wait, your stores are the ones that keep on playing Christmas music in September, aren't they? Despicable! You're not only one to torture us with your retail workers with long hours and low pay, but ear-splitting vocals as well? Look, I'm not responsible for what my family does, okay? I barely even talk to them. Buddy, pal. You're the one who brought them up. That's only because I was trained to do so. Itagaki greetings have been standardized for decades. In casual conversation, I focus less on them and more on my individual achievements. Case in point, this 100 million yen suit that I tailored myself, stylish, isn't it? It's valued by the ultimate appraiser herself. Wow, I didn't know no clothing could cost that much. I'll give you 1,000 for it. Yeah, no. The value of that suit is probably inflated anyways. Yeah, it's much easier to bribe an appraiser than it is to make a suit that costs that much. Especially when said suit looks like something out of a rejected card game anime. Why, you exposing me to your horrid fashion sense? Forcing me into a medical emergency? Falsely claiming that my family tortures workers with prime inappropriate holiday spirit? You've insulted me for long enough. I will no longer tolerate you or this conversation. And don't return until you recognize the privilege of my company. We can't leave. We're literally trapped here. I'm done talking to you. Don't worry about him. He'll calm down eventually. He's like this with the others as well. Mara and I look at each other and shrug before turning away from an increasingly incensed Oniji. We direct our sights to the another among the Winter Team Ultimates, who is furiously thumbing away at a large and intricate book. Say, you guys haven't seen an espresso machine anywhere around, have you? No. Where'd you find that mug anyway? Seems like someone knows a heck of a lot about me because it was with me when I woke up. Best girl? Aw, thanks. The cup refers to me, Pinky. Says the girl wearing more pink than me. Plus, I'm the only one that can actually read from this angle. Dang, crazy work. And to be fair, look, at this point, I know you want to be the best girl. She wants to be the best girl. Mara wants to be the best girl. But you're still mistaken. Best girl has been with me through thick and thin. She's like a sister to me. She's provided me with hundreds, nay, thousands of bountiful bittersweet brews, a true source of unlimited power. Whatever temporary affinity you believe you have with this cup, it is meaningless. Only I am the best girl. Comprende? Fine, I get it. Can't get between a woman and her daily dose of socially adaptable and acceptable drugs. Get it? Adaptable, acceptable? I'm gonna shut up. I'm still confused why you have that thing. Obviously, it's because my talent requires me to work my butt off from dusk to dawn. That's so. What's your name and title? To be fair, you have a coupon right there beside the thing, so I honestly would say get something along with coupons. So I'll take that point, though. Because you did have a coupon there. I was assuming that it was like that. I wouldn't say extreme couponer, but I was going to say the ultimate couponer. Say, I'll take that point, though. What a wonderful title. I sometimes wish I called the ultimate extreme activist. If you were an extreme activist, you'd probably be in prison. Or dead. Yeah, she's not lying there. So, you're good at saving money, then. Only the greatest in Japan. Stores downright hate me. I think some of them actually owe me money. As they should. It's only fair to punish them for their relentless price gouging. There's even been times where I've cleaned their shelves bare with my trusty grimoire. Your grimoire? I'm a master in the arts of coupon collecting. The grimoire is my 70-pound coupon binder. That's why they have expiration dates. Most of them do. Welcome back, Rico. The spells of the grimoire have dark functions indeed, able to sway any retail worker into parting with the stock of their corporate overlords. I gathered these powerful hexes from tattered magazines, discarded cereal boxes, and my neighbor's trash bins. So this woman is she just wants all the coupons she can get. She said, nah, if I see a coupon, I'ma needs that. Coupon for a box, I'ma need that. Trash can, I'ma need that. Anyone out there about to throw away a coupon, I'ma get that coupon. Hey, look, don't get me wrong. My parents got coupons. They got like coupons for like, Pizza Hut, Arby's, maybe some Wendy's. Bro, they ain't hoarded that much, but dang. Stealing from your neighbors? That's almost as bad as straight up shoplifting. Shops are way too heavy to be lifted. They're like 50 tons of concrete. That's not what you meant by shoplifting. Plus, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive. Survive? Surely that's an exaggeration. Nope, I was super poor when I first started building my coupon collection. Like super poor. With 10 U's. I dined with rats and ate microwave dirt. I lived in a mud shack next to the radioactive coal factory. At that point, if you're microwaving dirt, at that point, man, go to like a center, bro. Go like get some food or something. At this point, bro, get a trial or something. At that point, do something on those lines because you will need something. I'm not microwaving no dirt and eating that thing. I'm sorry, bro. You already made of dirt. I don't want to eat more dirt. Wow, that must be so hard for you. But after a few years of being thrifty, I'm finally living my best life. At this point, I've accumulated enough coupons to last me and the fam of 3 lifetimes. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, she's getting her job. No, that. Wow, really? Say, you don't have any coupons you can share, do you? Are you okay? She hissing. She don't want to share anything. Oh, what's up? Hey, look. What I would do though, if you got the gems, I'm gonna tell you what to do with them once I finish. Though I'm gonna help you out and let you know what you can do with them. But I think I would recommend saving the gems though. That way you can get the other thing. So that way you can just worry about don't have to spend on the battle pass. So you're good. Which I can help you out with that. Whoa! They want it. They wants it, but they can't have it. It's okay, precious Grimoire. Mommy won't let him get his filthy hands on you. Chikuma continues muttering to the book, occasionally stopping to shoot a dirty look in our direction. Well, then we'd better just get going. Mara and I cautiously back away from her and holding our hands in the air like a pair of wanted criminals. To be fair, this feels like the hold up. This just feels like the hold up. This feels like the This feels like this. This feels like this.
Could we interest you in some chocolate?
This feels like this.
Chocolate? Did you say chocolate?
Yes,
And this is the this is like when we'd say, yeah, can we get a coupon?
sir. With or without nuts.
And then this is when she just comes out to this form right here.
Chocolate? Chocolate! Chocolate! Chocolate!
And then we're just like, okay, you got it. You got it. And I feel like at the moment we walk away, she's going to do that. And she is going to crash out on us. I am not trying to die. We're good. I'm good on that. I'm not trying to die to a girl that's going to just sit on me and I'm dead instantly. I'm good on that. Did you just spray for like a water spray on me like I'm a cat? I will smack you. They said, halt, and I just get sprayed with it. Go ahead. Retreat 10 paces, arms down and palms up. Yeah, she's a clean freak. Yes, ma'am. Mara and I were so thoroughly shocked by the forcefulness of her command that we obliged without protest. The strange woman pulls out some disinfectant spray and begins flooding our hands with the deluge of chemicals. Yeah, she said, nah, I ain't letting no man touch my hands or nothing without you washing it. Dude, why'd you give us so much? Your hands are covered with the filth of pestilence, viruses, bacteria, fungi, and parasites. The servants of the White Horseman. You got gloves, though. You have gloves, though. You have gloves. Why are you that worried about it? You have gloves. I'm not saying they have no gloves, but you got gloves. You got gloves. Not a soul in this wretched place has a sense of proper hygiene, touching all those filthy puzzle mechanics with their unkept hands. Excuse me? Ma'am. If you didn't... I want to know how they even did the puzzle, bro. At this point, the other dude just low-key saved him. I plan to remedy that. Due to the absence of clean water, we'll have to make do with disinfectant and lots of it. Sadly, that is true. I don't think they have water in this game at the moment. Is it really okay to be this worried about a few germs? I mean, over a dozen, Ultimates have been kidnapped. We've stumbled upon a massive conspiracy now. Okay, I'll look at it a second. I rub my hands anxiously, worried the excessive about if disinfectant might somehow damage my skin. She must be using some kind of strange formula too. All of it has already dissolved. A few? Were it not for my chemical baptism, millions of microbes would be crawling your fingertips, rioting and feasting and multiplying without restraint. They'll be back. The remaining 1% of bacteria will rally their forces and bring about an infectious apocalypse. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I do. Quick crap, I didn't mean to do that. Ew, the 1%. Yeah, here's what we're gonna do. Actually, perfect. We're gonna save here. We're gonna save it here, actually. Because my mom needs me for something real quick. I'm gonna help that out, and then I will be back for my trouble on Twitch. So yeah, I will see y'all soon, though. Peace and love, y'all. Yeah. Let me just make sure I'm good. Yeah, let's just make sure I do the long way with it. Perfect. All right. And then if we continue, right? If we continue, right, it'll put us here. Yeah, and it'll put us right back here. Perfect. All right. All right, bet. Now, give me a second. I shall be back sooner or later.